Do you guys remember when the PS3 was first announced and it was going to cost $24,000 and the entire world freaked out? And Sony's response was that people would get a second job to buy the PlayStation because, after all, it's a PlayStation. You remember then how the Xbox 360 proceeded to kick the PS3's overconfident ass for a good long while until Sony started changing their strategy, their tune, their approach. They started really catering to the gamer, while Microsoft was focusing on watching TV through the Xbox and all sorts of stupid shit like that. Sony was focusing on core games. Rutherford, stop. Not on camera, buddy. They even went so far as to make that cheeky video about game sharing on PlayStation 4 where Shuhei Yoshida just handed the game to that other guy whose name escapes me, which was a absolute shot across the bow at Microsoft, who was talking about having this always online thing where your games weren't going to be able to be shared and borrowed. You couldn't just let your friend borrow a game and all this crazy, very anti-consumer sorts of things. And because of that, Sony, well, that and some other things, Sony took the momentum, they ran with it, and the PlayStation 4 was a great success. Personally, for me, even though it's like it's over there on the floor gathering dust, the PlayStation 4 is probably my all-time favorite console. Man, how many great experiences did I have on that console? How many great games? But man, oh man, does it seem like Sony has forgotten a lot of those lessons that they've learned. Looking at the post that they posted on blog.playstation.com, man, we got some bad news, guys. They're asked which existing PlayStation 4 peripherals will work on the PlayStation 5. Well, okay, let's go through them. Specialty peripherals such as officially licensed racing wheels, arcade sticks, flight sticks, blah, 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 will work with PlayStation 5 games and supported PS4 games. Fine. The Platinum and Gold headsets, as well as third-party headsets that connect via USB port or audio jack, will work on the PlayStation 5. Great. The DualShock 4 wireless controller and PlayStation officially licensed third-party gamepad controllers will work with supported PlayStation 4 games. Ladies and gentlemen, your PS4 controllers are not going to work on PS5 games. Now look, is this the end of the world? No, of course it's not. Is it annoying? Yeah, it is. It is. And I get that their thing is like, well, the DualSense controller is next gen, it's better, and our games are going to be designed to use that controller. Alright, I guess. You're going to have to show me some killer feature that controller has that the games just won't work with the DualShock 4. And look, this really wouldn't even be that big of a deal if not for the fact that Microsoft comes out and says, oh, you have an Xbox controller of like any kind? Yeah, you can use it on the Xbox Series X. It doesn't matter. Then you couple that in with news that Marvel's Avengers game will have Spider-Man in it. Great. But only on PlayStation. And man, you've got like a solid week worth of news here of Sony just kind of not endearing themselves to people all that well. Look, I get that Sony is a company, they're a business, they want to make money, right? They like money. But this just stinks of a little bit excessive greed, guys. You can't tell me that advanced haptics, different sorts of triggers, like you can't play these games with the DualShock 4. No, look, the reality is that you want us to go out and pay $60 for new controllers. That's the reality. And as for the Spider-Man thing, I get it, you know, like you want people to buy the game on your system, but I believe that a better world is where we all just play the games we want to play on the platforms we want to play them, not a world where features, you know, there's a game that's on multiple systems, but certain versions get better versions of them. That's just not, I don't know, guys. I don't think that's the look you want to be projecting. Again, not while your enemy, the console wars, pick a side. Whose side are you on? Not while your enemy is over on the other side saying like, oh yeah, play any controller you want, you know, it doesn't matter. We just want you to have fun playing games. You start to look like the bad guy, Sony. All right, so like, not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, but from public perception, probably not the route you want to be taking. I'd love to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I'm gonna predict that someone will call me a Microsoft fanboy, maybe. I want to point out before you do that I've never owned an Xbox of any sort. I've owned every PlayStation console to this point, including PlayStation Go. And if you've seen one of those lately, right? Equally as dusty. PlayStation Vita. Might I mention that it is a launch edition PlayStation Vita. And, you know, PlayStation 4 as well. I am no fanboy of any sort. All right? I just like games, you know, and I like game companies doing like cool stuff and like cool things for their consumers. That's fun to me. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs. If you loved the video, a sub would be amazing. If you hated the video, you can hit dislike. That's fine. I don't really care one way or the other. I'm just putting my opinions out there. Crucify me if you must, all right? But until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.